My daughters say that my love language is to give books. And so bought everybody at the office a copy of Traction.
Yeah, you get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book. There's a lot of pieces that go into the EOS system, but it really helps you, I think, get focused and accomplish things and gain that traction.
Traction, yeah, that is right. The reason why we decided to bring EOS, the system, into our business was definitely to keep us focused on what the long-term goals of the business were, where we wanted to see ourselves in 5 years, 10 years.
I guess to kind of lay it out really gives you the roadmap or helps you design the roadmap for your goals, for what it's going to take for you to reach those goals, what needs to actually get done. They call it an accountability chart, but kind of the organizational chart of what's the structure of your team and your people. And then that accountability piece with the recurring meetings and collaboration.
I first heard about EOS from a podcast of a gentleman that is a CEO of a bank in Oklahoma, and his name's Sean Copeland. Great podcast. And he talked about the book Traction. And I started to really look at what it had done for his institution. And so I got a copy of the book myself, read through it, was definitely very excited about the systems, how it could help us basically form a much more cohesive group, and bought everybody at the office a copy.
I remember that.
We got the opportunity to sit with our marketing team at Activate and one of their clients and listen to how they implemented it through their construction company. And it was really impressive just how the group worked as a whole, and they were able to really focus on what the next thing that business needed to accomplish. And I think that was something that we were lacking a little bit. What are your thoughts of changing the system at all? Meaning, do you tailor it or do you go by exactly what the book is?
Yeah, I think our initial thought was, oh, why don't we just customize it? A 90-minute meeting every week sounds like a lot of time every week. That sounds overkill. Why don't we just do 60 minutes? And our implementer was really good to kind of crack the whip on us a little and be like, no, like there's a reason why this system and process is the way it is, because this is what we have experienced actually works the best. So I think we went in with a lot of, I think, faith and trust in the process, that if we just stuck to the process, that it would actually work out better for us. And I think we've done that, and it has happened. I think as much as possible, sticking to that proven system has helped us more than if we had tried to tweak the whole thing and be like, no, we think it's better this way or that way, because we really don't know what's best. That's why we're implementing a process.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't think you changed the process.
Being a relatively smaller team and really on this growth and expansion mindset, we had a lot of great ideas and a lot of things that we knew, oh, we want to do these things and get this in place, but how do we find the time to really make it happen? And you get distracted by the day-to-day and you start to do those other things, and takes you away from kind of the goal and the visions and the projects and the ideas that we have. So I think it was a really great way to, systematize getting those projects in place.
Also, I think communication amongst the team. We discussed a lot of things, but we didn't really have a great system that allowed us to be open and really discuss some difficult topics. Even between Melissa and I, there's times that Melissa gets frustrated
on something,
yeah, and walk out of a meeting, and at the same time, we're able to like really discuss it in detail and then kind of get down to the roots without like I said, having any bad feelings, because I think the system allows us to do that.
And I think the accountability piece is really crucial because, as I was mentioning before, where we would have projects and ideas and we're like, wow, 2 years later, we still are working on this project or idea and not push it forward very much. This really, as you mentioned, keeps us focused on what projects are going to get us to the goal, but then we build in the accountability with EOS to actually make sure there's action steps and always a next step in place to push that forward and actually have a deadline and endpoint so that we get projects finished.
I didn't want it to be Henry's vision for the business. I wanted it to be a collective vision for everybody. And so, one of the things that I think for business owners is if you are implementing EOS and you think that you're going to dictate the whole thing, I don't think it's as good. The system may not work for you, but if you're willing to kind of let loose of the reins a little bit, let the strengths of your team come together and really build on what everybody's opinion is, everybody's ideas on how to get the business growing and in the right direction, EOS is fantastic for that.